Some paintings are worth millions, not because of their brushstrokes, but because of the stories behind them. In this video, we explore the mystery, power, prestige, and human nature behind the most expensive artworks ever sold. This is not a price list, it's the story of how money gives meaning to art. Imagine a closed auction room. The walls are plain, the lighting carefully controlled. The room is silent, but it's a tense silence. Because in a few moments, hundreds of millions of dollars will change hands for a single canvas. At that moment, no one looks at the linen of the canvas, the type of paint used, or the wood of the frame. Everyone is thinking the same thing. If this artwork belongs to me, who do I become? In the art market, price is often born not from aesthetics, but from stories, power, and symbols. Now I invite you into the world of the most expensive artworks in history, not to memorize numbers, but to understand why and how these prices were paid. Everything began with an almost forgotten painting, Salvator Mundi, the saviour of the world. This work, attributed to Leonardo da Vinci, was once considered ordinary. Years of poor restoration had left it nearly unrecognisable. It sat ignored, tucked away in a storage room, unnoticed by almost everyone. Then one day someone stopped and looked. What if this is really a Leonardo? They asked. That was the moment the story began. The painting was restored. Experts argued. Some said, definitely Leonardo. Others firmly disagreed. But there is one truth in the art market. Uncertainty can sometimes be more valuable than certainty. In 2017, when Salvator Mundi was sold at auction, the number stopped at $450 million. It was no longer just a painting. It became a nation's prestige, a display of power, and perhaps the most expensive question mark ever sold in history. Picasso's paintings are expensive, but Les Femmes d'Alger, version O, exists on another level. What makes this work valuable is not just Picasso's name. The real force behind it is the invisible war between collectors. This painting is the final piece of a series. And in the art world, a series means one thing. If I don't own this, the story is incomplete. As the auction began, bids rose rapidly. Each bid was not merely an increase in price, it was a statement of power. Final price, $179 million. The buyer didn't just purchase a painting, they won a rivalry and quietly wrote their name into art history. The year is 1917, Paris. When Amedeo Modigliani's Nude Couché was exhibited, the police entered the gallery. Why? Because the painting was too real. A nude woman, unfiltered, unsweetened, unidealized. Society was not ready. Years passed, society changed. But the scandal never left the painting. In 2015, Nude Couché sold for $170 million. Because the art market loves one thing above all: works that were once rejected and later worshipped. Scandal at the right moment turns into gold. Paul Cézanne is not a loud name. His paintings do not shout with colour, but his influence is deep and enduring. The Card Players exists in several versions. One of them was acquired by the Qatari royal family. The price? Approximately $250 million. This was not a collecting decision. It was an investment in cultural power. Some countries buy oil, others buy art history. These works share key traits. They are all rare. They all carry powerful stories. They appear at the right moment, and they are bought by the right people. In the art market, price often forms like this: artwork plus story plus prestige plus competition equals value. And sometimes art is not an investment, it is a message. I am here. I am powerful. I am part of history. These prices may sound insane, but remember, this money is not paid only to artists. It is paid to human memory. A painting represents a moment in time, a way of seeing, a point of rupture. And some people are willing to pay anything to own that memory. What makes a painting valuable is not how many millions it costs. The real question is, what does this artwork tell us? Perhaps the most expensive artworks in the world are simply the ones with the most to say. And maybe, when we stand in front of them, we are not just looking at art, we are looking at humanity itself. If this video gave you a new perspective, don't forget to like it, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. See you in the next video.